Hi guys, it's Kasia from Tafalarota. This is a quick video because I received an email from Charles and he asked me about Tarot de Marseille books which I use or which I could recommend on top of the most famous Alejandro Jodorowsky's The Way of Tarot. So rather than writing back, I thought I will make a short video, and also I put a list of those books in the description box so you can get hold of them. And these are the books in English because I don't speak French, unfortunately, so I will just show you what I have, and all these books give you some kind of way in, and then you have to obviously work your own way out. So books that I have physically, some of them I bought via Kindle, or I have a friend with whom, like, when he buys a book, I copy his, and then I buy a book and he copies my version. So in this way you can make it a little bit cheaper because some of the books are really expensive. So the ones which I really enjoyed, and if you haven't seen the movie Tarology with Enrique Enriquez, I will link it below as well. Please do, because that started my whole Tarot de Marseille excitement. And then there's also a book, Tarology, by Enrique Enriquez. So I bought it and then I printed it out because it's easier for me to do it in the paper form. I'm just old school. So Enrique Enriquez, whatever you can find by him, I will highly recommend. He wrote also a book, a short book on reading Tarot de Marseille. I will put the direct title below, and I bought it from Lulu, I think, Lulu website, so you can check it out there. Another book which is really good, a bit similar maybe to Alejandro Jodorowsky's in the approach, but also explains very lovely the open reading method, is Yoav Ben Dov's book Tarot the Open Reading. It's an accompanying book to his tarot deck of Marseille, which he created also. So it's very good. I know that you mentioned you don't want the typical this means this, this means this. Yoav's book maybe is a little bit like that, but also has a lot of elements where you can actually, kickstart and enjoy, your own kind of exploration. So it's quite inspirational in this way. Also, Camelia Elias' book, Marseille Tarot Towards the Art of Reading. It's very interesting, again, for different reasons. Also kind of an open reading approach. Describes the cards, but she writes very kind of like very simple in a way that it's really nice to read and you don't get bored. She's quite skillful with language, so that's the book which you can also take a look at. And this one I have in Polish, but it's like a meditations on 22 major arcanas, and it's a Christian Hermeticism, so it's kind of full on. If you're interested in this kind of philosophical approach and digging into that big thing, go for it. It's more, maybe it's interesting that all the major arcanas you can source in the Christian Hermeticism, so for me it's quite interesting, but I haven't read the whole thing yet. Another one which I found was very cheap, like few pence or few dollars, is How to Read the Future Tarot, and it's by Fred Getting. But this book, why I like it, first of all, it has a lot of cool illustrations, and then also it shows different systems, so the Marseille, but also Rider Smith and Toth and so on and so forth, and explains how the figures are sitting and that they create certain geometrical symbols with their postures. So I thought for this amount of money, that's a very cool book. So I never heard about Fred Getting before, but apparently he wrote this book in 70s and they are still available, so you can take a look at these two. And I also found quite informative those little book booklets when I bought Jeanne Dodell and Jeanne Noblet decks from tarothistory.com, and that's quite a lot of information as well. And the foreword written by Enrique Enriquez here, it's amazing. So that's it, and that's all the books I have in physical forms, but I also have some in PDF version, and I will link all the books below so you can take a look and maybe try and try to get hold of some of these books if you find them interesting. But with Tarot de Marseille, I found the more you practice with it, the more you will, like fine-tune your style, which I'm still doing, obviously. I'm in no means a master of it. But I hope that was helpful, and if you guys have any questions, just shoot me an email and I will try to answer as best as I can. Thank you for watching. Bye.